I'm ready. The money comes slow out of the sky like confetti. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I guess I gotta shoot, so I make sure I hold it steady. I'm ready.
Maluga. I'm ready. What's going on, folks? How y'all doing? How's it crick? Stucknut Radio. I am trying to find my own channel. This is so exciting. Too bad my in-studio producer decided to leave right before I needed her the most. But she won't hear that. Oh, I found it. She won't hear that until we watch the replay. Anyway, what's up, Stucknut Radio? This is Stucknut Radio, exclusively on our Stucknut Radio network. Big, huge show this evening. I am super excited. What's up, chat room? Way to go. Hey, wow, we got all kinds of crazy shit going on, Hedstrom. Yes, you got us in like a triple page thing going.
I think I gotta fix that.
Or something.
Let's fix that.
Yeah, I'm watching. All right, Stucknut Radio's full lock in the house. This is the end of the year. What's going on, Ray? End of the year show. All right, 2022 is sayonara. We're out of here, but we have got a loaded show.
How's that look? Can they hear us out there?
We'll start off the show by
Can you guys hear us?
Great year. I'm glad you guys. What's up, Jim? Glad you guys have tuned into our little show here. David, what's up? Can't wait for the year in review. Take box, Steve-O.
Can they hear us? I don't know.
Yeah, they sound like they're saying hello and hi. I hope y'all can hear us. We tend. I can hear Jim. The reason we ask is because the last two shows we. Hey, there's Liz. All right, they're coming. Hey, the reason I asked if we can hear is because this happens to be a radio show that, voice is pretty. It's pretty high up there, kind of like oxygen, But something about this show and the first 2 minutes of the last two shows, I have been having to use sign language, which, as you can tell, I'm an incredible sign languager. But it looks like we pull is kind of low volume. I'll take. Don't worry about my volume. My volume's good. I tend to have too much volume. My audio sucks, Hedstrom. My audio sucks. I you know what? I hate my audio. My audio is the worst audio ever.
Okay, let's bump you up a little bit. We're gonna do an on-air audio production. Let's bump you up a little bit.
OBSing, baby. We're OBSing. When it's howdy. Hey,
bump them up a little bit.
Yeah, give me a little bump.
Okay, here we go. Let's raise your.
I'm amazed. What's amazed?
Wait, no.
Emaciated?
If we give you a little bump, that's a whole other thing, dude.
Yeah, don't give me a little bump, baby. Ooh, it's been like 30 years since I had a bump. We don't need that. No. We don't need no pulls on my lighting.
Okay, let's get off the lighting thing, okay? We specifically, let me explain this to him. I got this one.
Okay,
we specifically do this because we are we're two non-handsome guys and one handsome guy. You guys have to figure out which one is handsome, but, we all just keep the lighting down to keep the handsome guy from being too handsome.
Beautiful. Yeah, Steve. That's why Steve's got this mellow light going on, because he's got the old Steve's got a good look to him, Hedstrom. He's got a pretty good look to him.
He's got the hair.
Yeah. He's got the flag behind him now. Steve, you should turn on that ceiling fan. It'd make a better effect, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta. Yeah, there you go. We love the Texas flags. All right, beautiful. So Stucknut Radio. Good to have you guys in here. I've got Hedstrom. I'm going to start off with some huge breaking news. I mean, this is absolutely incredible breaking news that I'm going to start out with.
We take you now to Kermit the Frog with another fast-breaking news story.
This show has an official sponsor. Hedstrom, we have been doing this show for...
Oh, is that Fulton and Rourke that long commercial with the... Oh, let me play it. Wait.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Fulton and Rourke.
Okay, never mind. Okay, go ahead.
It's not that, but if they want to join our show, I'm available.
Yeah.
I'm a pimp in the box now. Look, we have some listeners out there, and I was contacted by one of the clones. His name is Darren, and Darren is the genius. Darren is the genius behind Where's Darren. He typically likes to hang out in the south and west side of San Antonio, like General McMullen and Culebra, out in the sticks. But Darren and Kuna contacted me, and he said, "Hey, hold on. I would like to be a sponsor of Stucknut Radio. All right, and Headstrom, you got this is the first y'all hear of it because you know how I like to, I like to see y'all's expressions of surprise. Look at Steve. Steve's surprised. He's just crazy. Steve wondering if this is going to be a legal stunt. It's legal. As Headstrom, as the vice president of integrity of Stucknut and Stucknut Radio, I have
Vice
gone through all the
president of integrity.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's me.
Okay, all right.
Are you doubting me, bro?
No.
Steve Steve gave me this position.
Okay.
As the vice president of integrity, I have
Doc.
confirmed that trickedsticks.com. It's Darren's side hustle.
Mhm.
Now check this out. All right, he's our official sponsor.
All right.
Not only do you get the thing, but he comes with some cords,
All right.
and you get this. It's a fire stick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a legal fire stick. Anyone could buy one, Headstrom,
Mhm.
right? Steve, we all have them. They're all in our thing. But this sucker comes with. It comes with they call it's a wide open version, so you can get like a sports one or a movie package or
Right,
whatever.
right.
And I'll be going over that here in a little bit. I'm just proud to announce that thanks to Darren and Kuna,
Nice.
Stucknut Radio has a sponsor called trickedsticks.com. The
Nicely
main,
done.
I like how it just keeps talking.
Yeah.
Normally everyone
Now
keeps
let me
saying-
just Steve.
what am
Steve,
I
hang on a
supposed to
second.
do, bro?
Steve, let Pool Duck get a word in, okay? Will you let him
Yeah,
talk
please.
a little bit here? Fucking guy.
Real quick, Drew. I don't have any control over volumes. It's all them. But I mean, my only job is to talk, bro. I need to speak in the mic. Not this shit again. I can do that. Damn it! I hate when I have to fucking suck on this mic. Anyway,
You need me to
the
take
other,
over?
Yeah, please, Steve. At Stucknut. What's going on, Steve? Headstrom, why do you keep blowing off Steve, man? Give the guy a chance to talk.
Hey,
What's
I
going
have
on? How you been?
I have never, ever,
Hey, quit blowing me
ever
off, buddy.
blown off Steve.
I'm blowing this mic right now. What's up? How you doing, Mike? Well, go ahead, Steve. Talk to us. What you got?
All right, look, I am broadcasting live from Ted Cruz's house. He's out of town again, and he has internet. So here I am. As you can see, the Texas flag. I'm obviously at Ted Cruz's house.
I
my
noticed how
internet
is
still
it the
sucks.
minute you mentioned Ted Cruz, like you
Tyler
started
Rumble.
you started buffering right there, like
Yeah, and then he
shit just started going
up.
south.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, Steve. As the proprietor of Stucknut, I believe you need to get better internet, but that's been said for the last 6 months. But whatever.
That goes
We're
without
being
saying.
asked from- Jesus Christ, they can't hear Steve. They can't hear Tyler saying I'm sucking on my mic. That's what I'm having to do, bro. That's what it's come down to. You know, we gotta get our shit together because here at the top of the hour, I am truly privileged. to announce that we have a local radio host that's been on the Ticket 760 for God. We'll find out probably at least 15 years, I guess. We'll find out. His name is Mike Taylor. And if you guys are out there, what's up, Fabian? If you guys are out there in Thunderdome, don't be scared of us, all right? Don't be scared of us clones. Just kind of relax, sit back, and enjoy the ride because Mike will be on at 9. I know they're all going to be piling on at 9, but Mike will be here. We've already confirmed it. So we are going to have to ride this ship for a couple of about 10 minutes or so. Then we are going to get in here. I just want to say that this year has been a crazy year on Stucknut. You know, we went to California. We're planning on going to the Midwest this next year, and I've just been looking forward and having a good time with my colleagues out here, Headstrom Bacon, and of course Steve, the brand that is Stucknut. Headstrom, what's going on with you, brother? Nice to have you here. Sounds like shit's going all right. Sounds like you're happy. So how you been, man? You're not traveling this week? You're
Oh yeah, we're home for a while. Yeah, we're home for a little while. Till February, then we're going to Cozumel.
where you are. There we go. There he is. Now wait, y'all are starting to fuck with me, man. Yeah, hey, Trefan's here. All right. All right, here we go. All right, I just got a freeze from Headstrom. That's nice. Headstrom, you're freezing up a little bit, but it looks like you're back in great. Headstrom, how are you doing other than freezing up a little bit, man? We'll work this out, brother. Everything's good.
Yeah, everything's good. We're good. Everything's fine.
All right. I can adjust my mic levels too. I've got all this adjusted. We're adjusted. So tricksticks.com. Tricksticks.com. Let's see. 4K fire stick with everything. All major TV, premium and movies, major sports, pay-per-views, and he brings in the wiring packages. And go to tricksticks.com, and he will definitely the website will let you know exactly what
Is
to get
that
for your-
spelled like tricks and sticks are spelled the same? There's no X's or anything like that.
It's Trick, TRICKED sticks, like Trick.
Okay.
I thought he should have called it Pimp Sticks, you know,
Right.
but I'm not the proprietor, man. You call it Trick, Pimp,
Right.
Badass, whatever you want to put,
Right.
man.
So,
Go to Tricks.
give us a little bit of insight into our special guest tonight.
Mike Taylor, like I said, he has been on Ticket 760. The way I picked him up, Hedstrom, to be honest with you, is he came on a couple hours after Rome, and when I found Rome, I just left it on 760, the Ticket here in San Antonio, and I still am a loyal listener of that station. I believe they could you know, do something different, but you know, they've taken care of Mike, and that's the main thing with it. Now Mike, he is he's a cool ass dude, but you know what he does is he brings a different like atmosphere to the radio station. It's not all cow and curd herd or whatever the hell that dude's name is, where he's just talking bullshit, sports. I mean, he'll mix in Cowboys and Spurs and stuff like that, but Mike brings a unique flair to the radio, and he goes on from 4 to 7 local time here. You can pick him up on iHeartRadio. His podcasts are getting close to 4 million downloads, and he decided to come on this show, which I truly want to make sure we take care of the guy, Hedstrom. I do have some questions that were generated, and my lovely producer in studio producer has given me some questions that I could talk to Mike. But I've been on his show before, and you know, he allowed me to get on his YouTube show, the Mike Taylor Live, and now he's agreed to come on here. He's real quick about Mike before we get on to the show. He does a lot for the community, man. He really does. He's got a story, Hedstrom, that you know where he came from. That there, you know, he's a real big time into the Salvation Army and stuff like that, and you know he does all kinds of drives for the kids of Salvation Army. And I don't want to blow his cover or anything like that, but the reason he's so deep into that system and that service is because when he was a kid, he had to use it, Hedstrom.
Right.
Be honest with you, you know, I mean, literally had no place to live type shit. You know?
Yeah.
So the dude is on top of, you know, being a damn good radio host, and he's a good person. So I'm generally really excited to have him on here, and we'll get into the mind of Mike Taylor. What's going on, clones? How y'all doing? 420 Fabian's out there.
So I'm just
man.
checking some of the audio and everything. I'm monitoring the feed off of my
We'll
iPad, and it sounds fine. I don't know what the fuck people are talking about.
I'll continue sucking on this blue ass of Mike, my Smurf Mike. Actually, I every once in a while I turn around and I see what Steve's got to put on the damn screen up there, and of course Bullock won't let us talk.
See, I can see what's going through Zoom. I can see what's going through to the OBS. Everything looks fine. You know what?
All right.
If it ain't going through live, it'll be fine when people go back and listen to it. If they go back to listen to it, but everybody wants.
Oh, they
to
will.
Yeah, right.
Man, you're sitting in a cubicle. You're acting like you're working. You might as well listen to us. What's up, Steve? What
Right.
you got? What you got? Steve.
Who, me?
Damn it, Steve. What the hell? Steve, do you realize that this is the... How many times do I have to tell you that the show is Stucknut Radio? You, sir, are Stucknut. Would you please do us a favor, the listeners, your colleagues, that when the host goes to you, can you please not wait 10 seconds before you say, what? Steve, can you just play along, please?
It's a delay. I have
No,
no
it's
control
not.
over
Don't bullshit. Don't bullshit me. You can't bullshit a bullshitter, Steve. No, I think they're all
Stucknut
fucking
Radio.
I'm gonna suck on this damn mic. I'm
I'm pretty
sucking
sure
on the
nobody
mic.
can hear me talk either. Can you hear me?
No, we can hear you loud and clear. Loud and clear.
All right.
So
It all
Steve,
depends
what's going
on the
on?
internet.
What's going on the website? Everything going? How's the show been doing in your opinion, Steve? The caller's been good, or what's going on? What's up with Drizzle? Lizzle got a tag. I saw that the other day. That's
Lizzle.
pretty cool. Tell me about.
Okay,
about
anybody
Rose
that's
Stucknut.
anybody that's complaining about the audio, all right, they've either all gotten together and said, "Oh, let's fuck with them and tell them the audio's gone and everything." You all can go suck a bag of dicks, all right, because the audio's fine. I'm tired
a
of this.
bag of them.
I'm tired of this audio shit.
Not the blue one.
If it is horrible, try like unloading or try turning off Twitch and putting it back on, because then it'll probably sound better. It's your shit, not ours.
There you go, Steve. Damn, Hedstrom, why are you so pissed?
All right, I'm
This
good
is
now.
Awesome.
Okay.
You just had to get that shit out of your system. Steve, let's go back to Steve.
We take you now to Kermit the Frog with another fast-breaking news story.
Here we go.
Okay. Breaking news. Headstrom's better now.
Okay, good. You just had to get up here. And now you're in a pissing contest with Ray. He says everything's good. And now, boom, out. Oh, you just kicked Fabian out of here. Thanks. Way to go, Hedstrom. Bye, Fabian. Have a good one. Hey, say hi to Pup, Mr. Pup. Mr. Pup.
Mr. Pup. Yeah.
Tricksticks.com. 480-788-2568 is the number to join us this evening. We got a little bit of time in here before we get to Mike. So if y'all want to chime in this evening, come on down. If you know who Mike is, or if you heard of Trick Sticks, if you got a Trick Stick, let us know about it, man. But you can call us this evening by just pushing the number 4, baby. All you got to do is the number 4, and man, you're gonna have us rocking and socking our way through this damn thing. We're like the shitty bang bang of radio networks. We just cannot. I mean, it's so hard, Hedstrom, to get up that mountain, like the chitty bang bang. That little
absolutely. Oh wait, hang on a second.
chugging.
Hang on a second.
No,
You did shout out to Mr. Pup. Yeah, he's there, right?
Yeah, Mr. Pup, man. He's right
There we go.
next to him.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, he's right there. You know, we're like the chitty bang bang of networks, right? Hedstrom, we always start off and yo, what you got, bro?
We have a caller, but I don't know if it's gonna work, but we can try it.
Well, we can't do our caller until we do our thing. Hedstrom, you ready? Hedstrom, you ready for the caller? All right, so I'm not going to ask you, Hedstrom. You're always ready. I don't need to ask your ass, right? We used to always have to ask Steve all the time, but I'm not going to ask you because you're badass. Anyway, look, we're talking about the chitty bang bang of the radio network. Let's go to the phones.
Stucknut Radio.
Steve, you're not even looking, Steve. I'm not going to go to the phones.
The phone's already making like a lot of noise, and I don't have the levels turned up yet.
Okay.
So,
Steve, did you eat anything before, or will you be eating
Yes,
again
you
on
like a Taco Cabana taco.
right?
Did you have
Well,
some?
remember when he had that
Express.
Jack in the Box
Chicken.
bullshit? Oh man,
Yeah, remember when he had the
Hang on.
ugly ass tacos?
I did go to Jack in the Box too, but that's a
is that
different
even
story.
food or
Dude,
what?
You eat so bad, dude.
That's
God
horrible.
almighty.
That is horrible.
Yeah.
You're the worst eater.
All right, look.
Who
Oh, wait,
cares,
I'm
Steve?
gonna pull up Darren now.
Oh, Darren's coming in. Hold on. Let's go to the phones. Are we just not going to do it with our official title sponsor, Steve? Are we not going to play the game anymore? Is Darren on there? Darren, can you hear me? Darren? Steve, are you going to do our official title sponsor dirty? Come on, Steve. There he is. Darren, I got you. Are you there?
Getting some static?
Darren,
Nothing but static.
Oh,
Darren,
that's awesome. All right, hang on.
can you hear me, brother? He's gonna pull a sponsorship. Well, Steve gets our title sponsor on the line. Don't call the number 4, obviously. Just don't even do it. Don't even do it. What's up, Horse? How you doing, man? I know, man, we do our show whenever the hell we want to. That's the best part about this thing.
Well, judging from a guy that hasn't done a show in probably 3 months now. I know he's been ill and all the rest of it, and but come on, man, you don't have any
Janet
pull when
just
it comes
called
to
him
that
back.
shit.
That's awesome. At least we're doing a show. Yeah, dude,
Janet.
at least we're doing a damn show. Look at the brand. Look at Steve. Hey, Hedstrom, he
Janet.
runs a website that's huge.
Massive.
We do a post smack-off show on a Hall of Fame for a Hall of Famer, and they acknowledge this dude. They know who he is. We do all this stuff, and the basic function of this show is to take calls, and yet we cannot knock that part out.
Yeah,
Hedstrom.
brand new house.
Oh, let's not forget about the mansion that they just moved into. That I happened to witness it. I was there for Junior's graduation, and the basic function of this show. The reason why we have the number 480 is so that people can dial the digits. Hedstrom.
Yes.
Most people everybody has a cell phone. You just dial that number, and we're supposed to just be able to bring them up.
Is it
All right, let's see.
staticky?
All right, let's hear what he says.
I hear it too.
Now I can hear it. Steve, it's you, brother. It's you. Is Darren there? I need to talk to Darren. Darren. That is so awesome. All right. So Hedstrom,
I'll hold it right here.
yeah, go back to the old school. Remember when we pushed the phone on the mic? That's the way we used to do it, Steve. We can get
That's
it done,
that's
brother.
12 wood style. That's Woodscope style.
Yeah.
Woodscope's 1.0.
Remember we used to do the rock show, Hedstrom?
And that's no knock on 12 wood. He did what he had to do, and then it was like
do what you must do to keep the show going.
No,
Keep
exactly.
it going.
Right?
He's on dial-up now. Yeah. No shit.
And I
What's up, Tyler?
love 12 wood.
Hey, I got to get to this 12 by 12 bullshit challenge that y'all said the war.
All right,
did.
yeah.
Come
You said
on.
that all went on. You gave some. You had. Now Steve's talking and we can't hear him in the
Steve,
microphone.
We can't hear you, bro.
We can't
There
hear
you
you on the
are. No.
microphone.
All right. No,
There he
I
is.
have him on speakerphone now. I was going to tell him I was going to ask him a question and put it up to the mic, Woodscope style, but he's not going to be able to hear y'all, so I have to.
Okay,
ask
you're on the air.
Stucknut Radio.
All right, Steve, why don't you take care of the interview? The thing is called tricksticks.com. Let's see how you do with handling a phone interview, Steve. It's all you.
Oh,
bro.
you want me to do it?
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
knock it out, man. Come on. Wiggling wires.
Darren, they want me to ask you about wait, what was it called?
Tricksticks.com. What does
They're
it
laughing
do?
at
What does
I
it
don't care
do?
because nobody can hear me anyway. All right,
Yeah, we
so
can hear you just fine. Go ahead. Do it, Steve. Do it.
you've been a great guest today, Darren, and we want you to plug your trick sticks real quick, and I want to hold the mic up or your phone to the mic. So talk.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you. This is really nice to do this. But tricksticks.com is essentially fire sticks that I have tricked out is how I came up with the name. And if I dial them into it, everybody gets the everything package, which is what I sent you. And if you're on the website, I give you a whole list of everything it gives. Basically every sport, every TV, every movie, free.
Whoa.
That works. It's a one-time thing. Pay once, be done, and never ever subscription fee. You cut the cord. So
Hey,
it's what I do. It works, and so I figure if a redneck like me can, other folks can too.
Hey, Steve, tell them that I got the package.
It is. That's like,
All right. Now
got the
Bulldog asked
package.
a question, and I'm going to repeat it to you.
I got the
Go ahead,
package. It came
Bulldog.
professionally delivered on time. I got the tracking. Everything. It's a professional deal here. Tell them thank you. I got the package, and we cannot wait to try and play with trick.
Oh, he says he likes your package.
Shut the hell up.
That's about it. You can go back and listen on your tablet.
actually, you like my package. I get that a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean that's all you need to hear.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Hey, Darren,
Keep it
just
real, okay?
yeah, tell them that we're going to sponsor him for the next 3 months. And
We're gonna
we'll-
run you, but you're not gonna hear it. All right.
All right. Bye, Darren.
No. You don't like that car.
Professional outfit we got here.
Not a very good car.
6 minutes before Mike. Is Mike even going to come on anymore, babe? Did we lose Mike? He can't subject himself to this type
If
of.
he comes in Zoom, he'll be good.
As he comes in Zoom, he'll be good. Well, he has a link, so he'll be coming in here just a little bit.
Well, you know, if Mike
I
doesn't
don't
come in, you know who can come in.
Dr. Dave, tell us a little bit more about. Hey, no, he was cool. I was able to look. Let me show you guys tricksticks.com. All right, they come. It's got a little label that says tricksticks.com, and here's now the official sponsor of Stucknut Radio. And he will. This thing allegedly it's a legal.
Your cell phone blows.
He bought and his internet. He bought the Fire Sticks, and he opens them up to where you can watch TV, sports, entertainment, and whatever you can. And it's for a fair ass price. A fair ass price. If you can get a one-time fee for a Fire Stick, includes a Fire Stick and everything for like $90 or something, it's worth it, man. So I'll give you guys a better heads up on our new sponsor, tricksticks.com. All right, very good. So we are getting close to the top of the hour. So Steve, you never told me about Stucknut. What's going on in Stucknut right now? Big pool. Who's winning the pool, Steve? Jesus Christ. All right, I will not go back there. Okay, there you are, Steve.
See, I have this going on right now. Baby, you're on the air. Give us your take. I said you're on the air. Give us a good take.
Oh, no, I'm just saying. Okay, so I was trying to let you guys know that, yeah, I don't know if it's whatever, but the audio on all three of you guys fucking suck for some reason.
Okay.
Dog. What's up, Doggy Dog? Happy New Year. Yeah, la chingada.
I got you,
Merry
brother.
Christmas y la chingada y media. But
You know.
when you talk, dude, you have to be straight directly on the mic if you want to be heard. I mean,
That's
I
good
guess
advice.
the other ways. No sé, no, porque la neta, when you talk directly into it, we could hear, well, at least I could hear it clear as fuck.
I tried to tell him that, but he didn't want to listen to me.
The fact that he can't hear the sound drops, like it won't like distract him like it usually does.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we got carte blanche to this. Dude.
All right, well, thanks for the call.
Oh, don't keep it
Okay.
going. Let him keep talking. Let him keep talking.
See, because you can't.
Hedstrom. We had carte blanche.
What happened?
Done whatever we wanted. Steve, he gets all crazy. Steve gets all scared.
You don't like that
People. You know how he is. Here's the issue. Loader usual for all of you. Did Windows reset your master volume, Steve, again? Oh, God, here we go. Steve's not running OBS. It's Hedstrom. Just to answer that question. Steve can't even get a goddamn phone call. You think we're going to have him running our show right now? It's Steve can't even put a phone call on the air, much less, I don't know, turn on a ceiling fan. You should get one of those clappers, Steve. The clap. Canadian volume is 33% in America. Oh, there you go. Hey, did you hear that?
Hey.
You got a 33%. What you got? You got another phone call, Steve? What up?
No, that was it. I
That
don't
was it?
think
What'd you
we're
say?
going to take it.
Okay, so the number not to call is 480-788-2568.
All right,
Don't
did
bother.
make an adjustment on the audio.
Okay, do I mean I have to keep sucking this thing? Or can I?
No, I made an
basically,
adjustment on
if
mine.
you
We're
can
we're like
get,
even now. I can guarantee you we're even now.
If you can just get Hedstrom to work on the audio that everybody's complaining about, then we'll be good.
Yeah, Hedstrom. I don't want when I
Fuck
logged
him
on
too.
to this. Yeah, that's when I logged on to this pre-production meeting that we had, and these two were so confident. All right, well, we got another one of these guys. Hey, whoa. Guild Oli Ogzi KXI. Hi. I want to offer a promotion of your channel views, followed by the price of any company,
Steve, block that person.
everything.
Block that bot.
Hey, what's up, Marie? Bot. Look, now, I mean, we are seriously. Once Marie says we're low, we're low. I don't believe all those other them. They're just, Steve, who you got?
Hey, Pool Doc, when does the showing of Cocaine Bear start? When is that in theaters? I need to hear about that.
If you got tricksticks.com, you would know, baby. Who's that?
That's Tyler.
Steve, are
It
you
sounds
not
like
gonna even
Tyler.
tell us? Steve, can you please tell us who's on the phone at least so we can respond?
Tyler.
Oh, thanks, brother. Thanks. Hey, take the pop filter off your mic. Ah, man, am I gonna have to get this thing off? We tried that last time, didn't we? All right, is that better? My Shure mic. This show's also sponsored by Tricked, a thing, and Shure mic. Maybe this thing's on backwards. Can you put these things on backwards? Hey, well, this one has a little. Anyway, how y'all doing? The number not to call. CEO, buddy. Hey, CEO, good to have you in here, bro. Good to have you in here, man. CBO is going to be part of our Midwest tour stop that we're going to be doing here in about 3-4 months. I don't know, man. It's all you, not just one of you. It's all of us. Boy, our audience is. I'm going to put my little mic thing back on. Hold on. Are we going to have Mike on here? Oh, yeah. Let's not tell Mike about any of the problems we're having, all right? Let's not tell Mike. Mike will be on in about 2 minutes. He's going to come on right at 9 o'clock. No one tell Mike. Everybody act like that our audio is perfect, okay? Perfect. Don't act like, man, we are just the perfect streaming radio network. CEO in the Midwest. Yeah, Ray, we're gonna be I did. I put it back on, Tyler. I did. I put it back
Okay,
on.
listen
You
to
guys
this,
talk to me?
Bulldog. You can listen to yourself and you'll listen to us back.
Okay.
Right? It
All
sounds
let's hear it.
fine. I'm monitoring it right now.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
When I
come
hear-
on. I want to hear a great show.
Yeah, me too. What's it sound like?
I don't hear
I
anything.
can't hear anything. Steve sounds perfect. Oh, Steve,
I know.
Steve, can
I'm
you
going to carry
the
this show.
Please do.
All right.
Please do.
First topic. First topic of the day. Hooters is shutting down so they can rebrand because they said millennials are not really into breast. What's your thoughts on that, Bulldog?
What's a millennial? How old do you have to be to be a millennial?
They don't serve breasts, they serve wings.
How old do you have to be? Am I a millennial?
All right.
What?
No, you're not.
All right.
Don't
Breaking
worry.
news.
Okay, I got
Your kids are.
We take you now to Kermit the Frog with another fast-breaking news story.
All right. Pat, the CEO, is in, and he says, it sounds good here. Fuck y'all.
Millennials
Well
like
said,
furry
Bacon.
porn. Well, I think if they get the old trick sticks, they can watch all the furry porn they want. But that's an alleged. I have no idea. But yeah, yeah. I just need
we
to
have
know.
we have someone that wants to come in here. Someone named
All right.
Nina.
Yeah. Bring him in. Bring him in, baby.
All
right. So wait, maybe Mike can answer the question real quick.
All right,
We
here we
got
go.
controversy on Stucknut Radio right now. Let's get Mike up in here right now. Oh, I see him. There he is, baby. There he is. Hey, Mike, can you hear me? Uh-oh, he's putting on his cans. There he is, the man. All right, real quick.
Hey.
All right. What's up, Mike? Real quick. All right, this dude, our guest this evening, Mike Taylor, he has carried Ticket 760. And Ticket 760 is a great radio station. He has carried Ticket 760 in the San Antonio area. I picked him up because he came on a couple hours after Rome, and he's been on 760. He's a staple. We call him the mayor of sports of San Antonio and Austin. I'd like to personally welcome Mike Taylor to Stucknut Radio. Mike, brother, how you been? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, George with a J? How are you doing, man? I'm good.
Man? I am so happy. Nice salute, my brother. Salute. So, dude, we were digging around, and it turns out you have 2 degrees in that K word. How do you say what your major is? I'm gonna make a fool out of myself.
Kinesiology.
Yeah,
kinesiology. Yeah.
Kinesiology.
It's glorified physical education, man. I was going to be a teacher and a coach because I didn't think I'd get a gig doing radio. What are the odds you get a job doing this shit? So I decided to major in science. So I technically have a Bachelor of Science. It's kinesiology. I would have taught PE or history and coached. That's what I was going to do.
Dude, so I've got some questions here, and I'm gonna try to get to them. But you and I, we've chilled. I'm just gonna talk. We're just gonna talk like we do. Or I don't put any stress on this thing. I want to get the word out, bro. Dude, what drove you? First of all, I was talking earlier in the show about Salvation Army. I'm gonna start with this, okay? And I know it's kind of personal to be doing this, but I want to bring your personality to our listeners. And I know that you have a big heart and everything, and you really work for the kids. But give us an idea as to why the Salvation Army is something near and dear to your heart, Mike. I'm not nervous. Mike's my boy.
Well, first of all, who are these other 2 dudes here I'm looking at?
Oh, dude, my bad.
Which one's Steve?
Steve's the ugly one with Texas flag. Steve's the ugly one.
Hey,
with
Steve,
Texas.
how you doing? You're Steve.
What's
Okay,
up,
what's up, man? How are you, man?
And
Good,
my
man.
brother Hedstrom is our executive producer down there in the red hat. Hedstrom,
Okay.
Mike Taylor.
Hey, where are you boys? Are you in Houston, Steve?
I'm closer to College Station, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
originally.
All right, very good.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
in Windsor,
Yeah.
Ontario, Canada, which is right across from Detroit. So I'm in.
Seriously?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
that's cool.
There's-
All
there's
right,
the-
very
dude.
good.
Here's the Canadian. Can I get another? There it is.
That was awesome. Mike had to come in here and introduce my posse on my show. I love it.
He just goes.
They're all accusing me on chat of
Well,
being
I don't
nervous.
know who
Mike.
the hell they
Yeah,
are.
pool.
I know,
We're just
my
sitting there
bad.
going. Pool duck gets
got
right
Mike on
into
the
it.
phone.
And, yeah.
I got Mike on
I'm
the
ready
phone,
to
yeah. All
lay
right.
some drops on him. Like tells me he has a he could be teaching PE and everything, and I want to be saying,
Yeah.
you were looking forward to teaching like sex education and stuff like that, right?
Sure, I took human sexuality in college
Yeah.
because I saw the textbook.
be talking about the penis.
And when I flipped through my textbook for human sexuality, I thought this is gonna be badass. It's got like pictures of open vulvas and stuff.
Yeah.
But the class was nothing like I hoped.
the vagina.
Yeah, the class was nothing like I hoped it would be. So that was
Right.
I think I got a C. I was happy with that. Anyway, would
C's
you
are
ask me
bad.
why do I help the Salvation Army?
Yeah. I want to know your history and a little bit about growing up as a kid.
Yeah,
So just,
well,
not to bring anything, just to give it a prospect. What's going on? Bro?
well, it goes back to a homie I have here in San Antonio named Joe, who was on the board of the Salvation Army, and he had some buddies that also were on the board, and they were looking for people that could come speak, and because they had like a once a month get together where they had like this big luncheon for donors and stuff, and they tried to get local idiot celebrities, around town, news anchors and local radio dumbasses or whatever to come and speak or whatever, and try to just raise money for luncheons and stuff. So I guess Joe had got wind through some mutual friends that listened to the show that I had talked about some shit in my childhood. And they thought, well, he might be a pretty good speaker. And so they reached out. God, dude, this is like 2008, maybe 2009. And they reached out and asked me if I would go and speak to the luncheon to get some, just some of their supporters, financial supporters. I hit it off with a guy. So long story short, I said, sure, I'll do it. And I went down and just gave 20 minutes of testimony from being a little kid and struggling, because I thanked them for supporting the Salvation Army. Basically my shtick that night was, the reason why I'm glad you guys are helping kids in town is because I used to be one of the kids that you guys help. I grew up dirt poor in Fort Worth, like really, really poor. And I had people that gave us stuff from the Salvation Army. There's also an organization up in Fort Worth called the Goodfellas, and they just basically give poor kids toys and stuff for Christmas. And a couple of times my grandma got adopted at her office as they would always adopt some family in need, because my grandmother was raising me by then and all her grandkids. My mom was long gone. And they just decided to help her with Christmas. So I know what it's like to have nothing for Christmas or face the prospect of not having anything. And I know what it's like to have people step up and help and bring you stuff. And so as a kid, I thought when I get older, if I have the means or at least the outlet to try and help kids and pay it forward some, I wanted to do that. So it just took off, and we started doing barbecues for them. And I raised money through their Red Kettle campaign. I helped their Angel Tree stuff with getting attention in the town. And then that's kind of how you and I met, I suppose. You started listening. Obviously, you were a listener, and we met through my YouTube show. But I guess you decided to help that barbecue last year, which I appreciate. We raised about $28,000 in 4 hours, so that's pretty good. And no, as a kid, I wanted to grow up and help kids in need if I could. So thank God I'm able to do that.
Hey, Mike, that next question, I just want to kind of lighten here. Like I said, I'm just trying to bring you out.
Started off all sad. You want to know about the time I got molested and all that too?
No. We're going to be getting into cocaine. What is it? Cocaine, blowjobs, and what is it, babe? Rattlesnakes, cocaine. That's on our rap sheet, all right? So we're going to loosen up.
Oh,
that's
fine. We can do
Episode
that.
6. Yeah, we're definitely going to.
You want to get that out of the way, I guess.
Hey, Mike, I just want to know, coming from that type of background to getting to the point where you actually got the gig on the air, how did that progress, bro? How did you go from getting out of college, or give me a little bit more insight into how you actually started getting on the radio and being yourself?
Dude, I got really lucky, man. So about 2 years into college, I thought, what are the odds of me getting this? I was a radio, television, film major at I first started doing radio as a kid at Sam Houston State in Huntsville. And then I wound up transferring up to North Texas, up in Denton, north of Dallas. And about 2 years of majoring in RTVF is what they called it at UNT, radio, television, film. I thought, man, the odds of me getting a job doing this are 1 in a million. I need a plan B. So what happened was, and it's all just kismet, dude. So I got really lucky and got a radio job in Dallas when I was probably 20. I guess I was probably 21 years old. And when I was 14, my voice changed. I sound like my dad. I sound just like my dad. So I was 14. I sounded like this, which was weird to be 14 and sound like this. I was actually a little bit self-conscious of it, but I could speak well and whatever. So I just cold called and sent demo tapes out and got lucky and I got a part-time radio gig in Dallas when I was 20 years old. Just sent a demo tape and answered an ad that was in the paper that they needed anchors, and they wound up hiring me. It wasn't glamorous at all. I was making $15 an hour doing it. So I had a radio gig, and that led me to I thought, well, the odds of me staying in radio are against me. I need a plan B because it's radio. It's hard, even though I had this part-time job, because I had my foot in the door, I felt more comfortable with switching my major. So I actually dropped RTVF as a major when I was about 21. I was in college. and switched to kinesiology because I thought, well, shit, I'm going to wind up having a teaching coach probably if I don't get anywhere in radio. So radio was the plan B. I was going to coach, I was going to teach, and I was only going to stay in radio if I just got lucky and kept getting jobs. And I'll be damned if I didn't get lucky and kept getting jobs. So after I wound up graduating college, by the time I graduated UNT, I was already working for ESPN.
In Dallas, correct?
Yeah. I just got really lucky, man. I was this young 20-something-year-old kid in a room full of 45-year-old people and older. I just got super lucky. I got some help too. A professor I had at North Texas in college went to bat for me with ESPN and essentially talked them into hiring me, and they gave me a part-time gig. So anyway, I just got lucky and took advantage of my opportunities, dude. That's
Love it, dude. Love it. You have to, man. Right? You have to, bro. If something arises, you got to jump on it and you got to ride that wave, right?
Yeah, in those days we didn't have stuff like this. You just couldn't create a show because you wanted one, which is really cool. In those days, it was old school. I no shit. I took the yellow pages out and went to radio stations and called every single one of them when I was a kid.
Fucking great.
And if I would have done anything. I just wanted to be in the building and be around that stuff. And just got lucky, and I got one tiny bit of an opportunity, one morsel, took advantage of that, and that led to a bigger morsel, and that led to a bite, eventually. And I just stuck with it, worked 2 jobs. I always had a second job too when I was in my 20s doing this shit. It wasn't until I was probably 28 that I felt comfortable enough to go, okay, radio. I can actually pay the bills, and I can afford to go to the movies once or twice a month. Okay, cool. And I felt comfortable with going ahead and making that my only job. And I was probably about 27, 28 when I decided to stop all my side hustles. And I've been doing radio since I was in my late 20s. I'll be 49 this year. Pretty crazy.
Great. I got a question from one of the people out in the chat. The chat's kicking ass. Everybody's digging what you're putting out, Mike. Haunted Horse. He has a couple of shows he does on his own radio network, and he wants to know, do you like the radio show or your YouTube show better? Which one do you like better, Mike? YouTube.
That's a good question. The YouTube show allows me to cuss.
Yeah.
Obviously it's a long form thing. We can talk for an hour if something we're hard up on something and something's passionate and takes off. There's just no rules on YouTube other than we can't play. Obviously I can't copyright people's music. Radio, working in corporate radio, I'm actually pretty lucky because a lot of guys who do terrestrial corporate radio have a lot of rules and regulations. iHeart lets me get away with murder, but I had to earn that right, now I enjoy both of them, but they're just different. YouTube I'm able to shoot the shit with guys that I can see. Obviously it's a visual format. We can intersperse with chats and stuff, and it made a few bucks this year. I mean, not a ton, but with guys like you that helped that show, we were actually able to make a few bucks during shows, and people will send us tips like we're coffee baristas and shit. And so I've actually been able to make a little bit of money. I enjoy that show. I'll be honest with you. I wish that my worst nightmare was when I launched the YouTube show. I'm going to have X amount of radio listeners come over, and they're going to subscribe to the YouTube show, and it's going to go boom to this number right off the top, and then we're going to plateau. Because in San Antonio, it's an older school town and an older school mentality. My show's on AM. My average listener is probably my age, in his late 40s, if not early 50s, and those guys just don't watch YouTube shows at night. So what happened this year was we got about 1,500 subscribers just like that, which was great. But we haven't built any. It's been stuck on about 1,500 subscribers probably for the last 3 or 4 months, and what I'm looking for on that show, man, is to develop it into a niche, because it can't just be the radio show that's on TV, because people have already heard that shit. People that listen to the radio show hear me do the radio show. It's always a struggle to come up with new material, new content for the YouTube show. I know it's a long ass question. I like both of them, and both present challenges. But I would love that YouTube show to take off and like really like just blow up. I got to find a niche. I think most successful YouTube shows have a niche. They talk about the same shit. It's different. They deliver it differently. There's a different angle every week, but it's kind of a show about whatever. And we just basically, it's me and the guys just shooting the shit like we're doing now, and that's fine. But I think like I said, it's plateaued some. And if I want that thing to really blow up for two reasons. Well, I want it to blow up, but we got to find a niche. And I guess Taylor talks about carpet or whatever. Taylor talks about airplanes. If I can find the right niche, and we haven't been able to come up with one because I want that to happen organically. Once we get a niche, I think the audience will blow up. And then once it gets to the point where maybe we're able in the next couple of years to make enough money on that show, then I can wave bye-bye to iHeartRadio. I would like to evolve. That's why I want the YouTube show to do well. If you don't evolve in this business, you die. And I could sit there for the next 10 years doing the radio show and probably be fine. But I'd like a new challenge, man. It's been 15 years doing that radio show exclusively. So that's why I started that YouTube show, not to make money, but now that I have it, I might as well make money if I can.
Yeah, I'm right.
I just want to do something else, man. I'm getting, I don't want to say bored, but I think that I don't want our content to get stale on the radio show. So the YouTube show affords us to talk about anything we want and get really deep and blue and really work a topic. And that's what's cool about that YouTube show. And the goal is to keep it building.
Let's get into
real quick. I just wanted to ask.
Well, I
just want to ask real quick. So now we talk with our buddies and everything that are doing shows and things like that, and we're always kind of we have different kind of modes, the way we're going with things, the way we do the content,
on it.
How many times we're on the air? Do you guys talk about this, or maybe struggle, or even just discuss as far as how much is too much? Like how often are we going to go on? How long are we going to go on? Things like that. Because our main goal really is we've got two big shows. We've got the show before the Smack Off, and we've got the post Smack Off show. The 11 months of the year, we're just kind of shooting the shit and making sure our stuff works, which apparently tonight is not working very well. So
we're good.
You didn't need to know about that. But do you guys try to think, hey, are we going to hold some content back, but then maybe that's not going to be relevant? Or do we, do you have these discussions about how often you're going to go on, how long you're going to go on, things like that, and worry about saturating it maybe too much?
Yes, absolutely. It's a never-ending problem. It keeps me up, trying to come up with. Maybe I'm overthinking it, man. This goes back to me what I was saying earlier. I wish we could find a niche, and the YouTube show is just about drinking beer. That's it, or something like that. And that is what makes it take off, because I'm always worried about content. I'm always thinking, okay, oh God, it's Wednesday night now. I've already done 3 hours of radio. What am I going to talk about tonight on the YouTube show that's going to be interesting, that's going to be different? And they'll tune in and watch that for different reasons from the radio show. So we're always thinking about content, and it's a never-ending thing. See, and I agree with you. Like, the radio show is a daily show. I react to the news every day. So that even though it's my opinions, the content kind of comes to me. The YouTube show, I gotta create the content, and that's been a challenge this year. It's like, do I get guests? Do I only put guests on if they're really huge guests? Do I go get TikTokers to come on? And how do I build my subscribers? I've thought about doing that this year, actually, having more TikTokers, some of these kids in town that have like 80,000 followers on Instagram and all this kind of shit, having TikTokers on and other successful YouTube hosts, hoping to try to steal some of their audience that might watch that night because that guy's on or whatever, and stay with me and subscribe to me. So that comes into my thought process on what are we going to talk about tonight. It's all of that, because I want that thing. I want it to do well. If I didn't have the radio show, I would probably do 3 or 4 YouTube shows a week, just trying to get it to take off. It sounds like you guys have this same stuff. What are we going to do tonight? What are we going to get into? How often do we do it? And the answers, I don't think there are any right answers. This is such a wild ass West medium that I'm still getting used to after years of just doing radio and being an old Gen Xer.
Yeah, you mentioned the overthinking thing, like because I know, just real quick, when our best and most fun shows and the ones that the people seem to enjoy the most are the ones where we just come in and just do our thing. If we try to over prep and, like you said, overthink it, that's when shit
Never
just goes south.
Mm-hmm. For sure, absolutely. It's hard to. Some of our best material is just us sitting around shooting the shit.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing though. It's like, well, but it's just a hardcore group of radio guys that watch that show every week. And while we've had a lot of really great conversations this past year doing that show, I think it's still plateaued. We can do the best content on the planet, but if no one knows we're doing it, no one's going to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal for the coming year, starting really next week, is to figure out some sort of niche. Even though our best content is us just sitting around shooting the shit, if I can come up with one or two things that define that show, then I can find a way to just shoot the shit about that particular thing every week, and it'll make content a lot easier. Mm-hmm. It's hard when you basically reinvent your show every week when you are just going off the hip like that.
But if you don't have to work at it though, if it just drops in your lap all the time, eventually shit's not going to drop in your lap, and then you have to come up with it. So you got to find that. I suppose you just got to find that mix.
I don't have the answers, man.
Yeah,
like I said, I don't. It's funny. The radio show's popular, but the YouTube show, I'm every bit the new, young, fledgling, figuring it out. How do we make this work more? How do we make more money? I mean, because it's insane. Like my kids will watch YouTube shows, and like it's the worst. Some of the worst shit I ever seen. It's not funny. It's goofy. My little kids will sit around watching shows about people watching videos.
Yeah.
You've all seen that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The guy just sits there and, oh, look at that. Oh, that dog bit that guy. That's so crazy. That's the kind of shit my kids are watching. And the 7 million subscribers.
Yeah. Crazy shit.
500,000 views for crazy, just stupid throwaway stuff. So no question I've overthought the content this year on our show, because what's successful is what I want to do. Because I'm to the point in my life, man, I've got kids and child support payments and shit like that. I want to make money doing this. I'm passionate about making cash. And if you told me, Mike, we want you to talk about Fleetwood Mac, and that's your show, and I could make a lot of money, I would be the biggest Fleetwood Mac expert in America. I don't even like Fleetwood Mac. I'm just saying, if you have the answers, you have the magic content that's going to build our audience, I'm all for it. I don't give a shit what it is.
Hey, bro, Mike, I got about a 1.5-year-old granddaughter, and I'm telling you what, all you got to do, bro, is turn on Blue's Clues and comment about it, and you'll have 1 million subscribers.
I know.
That shit is rampant in my house when she's here. Fucking Blue's Clues, bro, or Coco Melon bullshit. Hey, I want to bring something up real quick. A listener out there, his name is Tyler, and he's a really, really cool cat. And once again, he is part of the Haunted Horse, Woodscope, Stucknut. We all have our own little radio networks, and we have shows that we do. But Tyler, he's I call him DJ Tyler, and he does what he calls a 12 by 12 challenge. Mike, have you ever heard of the 12 by 12 challenge?
No.
Right, so this is the deal here, and he's wanting to know because he's real big on that, and they like doing a show, filming somebody do the 12 by 12 challenge. Now,
all right.
I don't know, but I'm gonna explain. The challenge is you have to eat 12 Taco Bell tacos and drink 12 beers, bro. And they have people doing this shit in about 2.5 hours. The question that was asked: would Mike Taylor consider doing the 12 by 12 challenge?
Of course, absolutely.
I love it. Come on, Mike.
I'm gonna fail. No, but I'll give it a shot. Yeah.
I love that.
And just so you know, the latest. So it was last weekend. It did happen. There is some controversy as to whether or not it happened, but there's 9 people that witnessed this thing because they did it on the Marco Polo video chat app. 2 hours, 47 minutes. His name is James. He goes by the Golden Bake Warrior. 2 hours, 47 minutes, and he says he can go faster. And we have another buddy in the group. His name is Bucks. He goes by Bucks. And he says he's going to beat that time. So that's where you're at. And actually, Garrett Ritt, one of the is he a producer?
On
Steve?
the Jim Rome Show, yeah.
Yeah.
Steve, what's
He,
Garrett?
he,
What's
he
Garrett
did
do?
the 12 by 12 challenge.
Does
and
everything.
And I think he did it in just over 3 hours, about 3:15. I think he did it in. So yeah, it's a rather. And then you get into the controversy. What kind of beer do you drink? You going light beer? Drink whatever kind of beer you want. Are you gonna go hard shell? Are you gonna go soft shell? Are you gonna
What
go half and half?
dumbass tried Shiner?
Yeah, well, he made that.
Yeah,
mistake
one of them
drinking-
tried Shiner. Can you imagine 12 Shiners? And, hey, Mike, and
bust
and
out the
I'm
natty
told
lights,
because-
man.
I go with White Claw. White Claws are easy.
Yo, that puts you down though, bro.
Just trying to
Mike,
win.
I've also I've seen this challenge. I'm part of this thing. I'm not gonna do it because I don't eat Taco Bell. But check it out, dude. I was told that you can do performance enhancing stuff. Okay, stuff that makes you hungry, stuff that makes you thirsty.
Yeah.
There are no guidelines as to what. And in other words, the goal is to hit 12 tacos and 12 beers. If you have to do something to allow you to get that done in a quicker way, that's also an option. Just letting you know what the guidelines are for. But the what I'm really digging here, real quick, Mike, is our chat is rolling through here. Everybody's talking, everybody's chatting, everybody's digging you. I know that Thunderdome, what you call your audience is Thunderdome, and Rome calls them the clones, and we are definitely part of the clone section. But I knew that they would dig you, bro, and I just I want you to just continue to be you while we're talking, And I love the fact that Hedstrom's in here. He's my brother from another mother, but we as the clones, Mike, we would pimp the shit out of a 12 by 12 challenge with Mike Taylor. Let's try claws, dude, man. What type of, now you can either do flour or the hard or soft tacos, Mike. What are you thinking, man? What are you thinking on something like that?
I would try. Actually, I think the crunchy would be easier to do.
Right.
Because all that flour will get built up in your body.
Yeah, that's
easy.
what GBW did, Pool Doc. He did all hard shell for the 247.
Yeah, give me the shell. I'd go shell.
Yeah.
So the 12 by 12 challenge.
That's easy. I can do the tacos. It's the beer that I'm going to fail with the beer.
Man, what about some, like
2 hours?
Miller Lite or something? I'm now 2.5 hours. That's GBW, Golden Baked Warrior. He's a big guy. He's a baked warrior, quote. So I mean, he probably. It's not necessarily the time. Now, of course, you want to reign scoreboard, Mike. You want to say I'm the winner. But even like Garrett Ritt, one of the producers of the Jim Rome show, did it for Tyler and the crew, and he did it in a respectable like three hours. It's just it's just doing the challenge, and the whole time we get to watch your ass get drunk as shit.
Okay,
that's the
so
funniest
there's not
part.
a time limit.
No, God, no. It's just Mike Taylor doing it.
Well, like 12 hours. They'll pop 12 hours in there just to round out the 12, right? If you can't do that in 12 hours, I mean, come on.
Mike, just to see you get drunk as shit would be great, though. It'd be fun.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much for me to get drunk. Neither.
I can imagine.
I'm half crazy as it is. I don't even need beer to act stupid.
Would Sam do it? You think Sam would do it?
If I had about nine Coors Lights in about 2 hours, I'd be toasted, and I'd be saying things that I would regret later.
What you think your buddy? You think your partner Sam would do it?
He'd give it a shot. Yeah.
Have them team up, man. Have them go side by side with this Hedstrom. We could get this on there. The challenge between Mike and the biggest Puma, man. And
he'd do it.
Yeah, he might be able to get past him a little bit quicker, but you know what? He don't drink beer, so you might have a shot at him. He's drinking that.
Quit drinking beer. Yeah, that's bullshit. But for this bit, he would do it. He would fall off the wagon for this deal here.
And now they're wanting to do a habanero or ghost pepper challenge. Isn't
that some of those professional eaters? Those professional eaters, that's what they do. Like Joey Chestnut, he never eats any hot dogs ever, except for like a couple of days leading up to the challenge as he practices. The rest of the year, he eats great. He eats clean, except when he's in competitions. It ain't like he's eating 50 hot dogs a week. Then he gets about a month out before that Nathan's Hot Dog Challenge, and then goes out with training. So Puma could hang. He's an old beer drinker. My point is that he don't need to be a beer drinker to drink 12 whatevers. He'll do it.
Dude, I'm telling you. Now, this guy's time is so valuable. We have.
I'm good, Holmes.
But look, I have to get back into the YouTube show, Mike Taylor Live. We were digging. We have us Stylers in there going 12 by 12. With everybody's getting down. Yeah, we'll work this out. Osh, we got this. You'll be part of it. But the Mike Taylor Live on YouTube show is one of the shows that me and Jana follow every time, and it's usually on Wednesday nights. But Mike also does a Cowboy React show, so they're doing that tomorrow. So that's why he's on with us tonight, graciously. But you guys out there, I want y'all to subscribe to Mike Taylor Live. But in order to catch the deal of Mike Taylor Live, I need you to go to episode number 6. 26. That's why I have an in-studio producer, Mike Fuljan.
26. Okay.
26.
Is that when you were on?
No. Screw that one. I'm not worried about that one. I want them to watch rattlesnakes, cocaine, and blowjobs.
Oh, yeah.
This is the epic. This is the epic tale of Mike Taylor.
Yeah.
I don't need to tell him. I'll preface it. Mike was supposed to be at a Van Halen show, but instead he had to go to a strip club. And he got to the Van Halen show, and then all freaking hell broke loose. First of all, Mike, this is I know it's a true story because you're not the type of guy that's going to bullshit like I am. But, dude, what the fuck? That night was crazy, Mike. Tell me a little bit more about.
Long story short, I had a guy I knew in town. I couldn't get to the concert till like after the intermission because I had a gig that night. I was being paid to be at that strip club. I'll have you know.
Yeah.
And so by the time I got there, he was just toasted. He was done. He was hammered, and I was just getting started. And he's like, I need it. And so the show's over. We watched the end of the show. He's just blasted. I thought I was going to carry him out. Then he realizes he couldn't find his truck. And then he's like, hey, I need you to give me a ride home. And I'm like, wait a minute. Then he's having me call his wife to vouch for him and whatever. So on the way to take the dude home, he had me stop off at a buddy's house, and it was a drug dealer on the west side of San Antonio. And the drug dealer had a bunch of snakes in the house, rattlesnakes. And then the drug dealer's wife offered to blow me while I was that whole night. It was the most ridiculous. It's one of those nights. You know, you ever sit around and think, wow, how the fuck did I get here? What am I doing here? This is stupid. What am I doing? How did you get in this scenario? I was just trying to take this damn guy home, but he was a colleague that was ranked ahead of me at the time, and I felt obligated to help him, but I was helping him score dope at this crazy house full of snakes and a crazy woman. Of course, I told her no. I didn't do any coke, and thank God didn't get bit by the snake. Anyway, I can give the long version. If you want to watch that show, the long version is episode 26. Have you guys seen Boogie Nights?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so you know the scene where they try to trick the drug dealer and they go in there with fake cocaine?
Yeah.
And right before all hell breaks loose, they just the camera, it's one of the great moments in movie history. The camera just pans to Mark Wahlberg, and he's just like, he's not even talking. It's like a 30-second scene. There's no words. You just hear the shit in the background going on, and Wahlberg's just like, because he's thinking, what the fuck am I doing here? That was me that night. I was mad at me for allowing me to get into that scenario, man. It was awful.
Dude.
Terrible.
You guys out there, you guys out to blowjob and rattlesnakes just reminds me of ex-wife. All right, dude. You guys subscribe to Mike Taylor Live.
It was not a good night, I assure you.
The way the passion that Mike tells his story, the actual extended story.
Thank you.
About all the snakes in the living room and all the little things, and there's one couch in the middle. I'm not gonna burn the story for you guys. I need y'all to go out there, subscribe to Mike Taylor Live, and at least start by watching cocaine, blowjobs, and rattlesnakes.
I appreciate
it. See,
that.
Mike, it takes one to know one, because Pool Doc is the guy here because he can tell a story. Pool Doc is the one that he holds court. He's always kind of downplaying what he does for us here, and he's like the glue that holds everything together. And
yeah, sure.
The man can tell a story, and he knows, and that's why there's that mutual appreciation for sure. So, man's got some talent, and he's got some stories too, as I'm sure you do.
I don't have a cocaine, rattlesnake, and blowjob story though. You know, I can honestly say, watching that show, me and Jana, obviously my wife, everybody knows Jana. Watching that show, we watch Mike Taylor Live all the time. We are a proud sponsor of that. But watching that show, Mike, okay, watching it, because first of all, you title your show, you know, like cocaine route. What the
Mhm.
fuck is Mike going to talk about?
Yeah.
And then Mike is really good at doing his thing and taking care of his business. And we all knew that once Mike got into the story, that we were all going to go on a ride. It's literally like a roller coaster ride. And Headster, when Mike got that thing rolling, that is some of the greatest YouTube audio video. The look in his eyes, like how passionate he was that he was having to deal with this shit. This lady wanted to blow his, give him a blowjob.
It was the guy's wife.
Yeah, and they're at a Bolero at 2 a.m. getting beer because that just happens in the West Side.
Yeah.
The whole story, guys. Trust me when I tell you. Do yourself a favor. Subscribe to that YouTube podcast and watch episode 26.
But the cool thing is that with stuff like
Yeah,
that, it's something that you could relate to a broader audience. Like for instance, I was at a Christmas party the other day. Friends that I've known for like 35 years, people from high school, people from the part-time job and things like that. And we're sharing stories back and forth. And the fun thing is that we were adding to these stories stuff that people didn't know, which is great. It's in this little group, but it's not something I could come on here and tell a story about because nobody's going to get it. Something like that to a broader audience, if you have that content, go for it. So props to you to actually, share that stuff. That's awesome.
One of my strengths is I'm not afraid to pull back the curtain on my life and crazy shit that I've had. It's also a weakness, so it gets me in trouble on occasion. But no, honest to God, no shit. I mean, and Georgia knows he's listening for a long time. I've said this before. I had an insane childhood too, like just completely insane. Remember, I mentioned that we were recipients of a lot of Christmas gifts when I was a kid, and like I went back and forth between my grandmother and my mom. In the years that I was with my mom, who was 15 years old when I was born, my life was just effing chaos. It was just crazy shit after crazy shit. And a lot of it was awful and shouldn't have been happening. It was drugs and criminal behavior and crazy ass boyfriends and stuff. It was a terrible childhood. But I for whatever reason, my ability to talk and bullshit and get radio jobs and stuff, that show has provided therapy, honest to God. So making it funny and telling goofy ass stories about my life are actually therapeutic for me. And like people like, how did you not go crazy? Why, how come you didn't wind up insane or on drugs or in jail or whatever? Because I took it all and turned it into a funny. I've made my life story humorous. And that's it's cool because it's a lot of chaos, it's a lot of darkness, but I brought humor to it, which makes it hopefully pretty compelling. And if you're going to do this job and you're going to be successful at it, you got to be true to who you are, especially if you're going to do our kind of radio or our kind of broadcasting where you're talking about anything and everything. People relate to you when they know who you are. You and I, all four of us can sit here and we can watch the same hockey game and tell you what happened in the hockey game. Who gives you what's going to differentiate us? Which one of us are going to get any interest? And that's the people that they feel like they have a relationship with their viewers and their listeners. That's what separates you. When you tell crazy ass stories that you're not embarrassed to tell, you're a human about it. And that builds a relationship with your viewers. So thank God, that's probably no one ever comes up and says, "Oh, that thing you said about the Cowboys 6 months ago, that was ridiculous," or "That was amazing." I mean, guys like George will say, "Hey, you got to watch the time you told the story about the rattlesnakes at the drug dealer's house." That's the shit they remember because that's what sets you apart. I'm rambling. Sorry, I've been drinking and I'm full of THC too.
Love it. You have to have your head right and get yourself in check to be on this show, Mike. Just to be honest, I did a radio show on this network for a long time, and real quick, I told a story about my boy that was like 2 or 3 years old, and I took him to the restroom, and I said, "Hey, son, look, this is how you piss. You just go ahead and take a piss." And I said, "And when you wanna, if you need to fart, you just fart." And I shit my pants. That's the type of shit that gets in trouble with me and my wife, who's sitting right there telling me don't say this, but that's Janet. The same thing with it's the same concept. Now, you're on a huger scale, but it's just so much fun to, even though that was a bad time, like you said, you did not have fun doing this shit, but once you relate it to people and they start thinking of that, hey, this dude, he'll say a lot, and I agree with you. You can say a lot and you can be honest a lot, but sometimes it'll fuck you up. You know what I mean? Because I don't have a filter, and but that's what's drawn me personally to Rome and to you. Because Rome is he's done this and that, but when I picked you up a long time ago, I thought this dude is awesome because he's entertaining and he's true to himself. And Mike, we're just like a monthly little radio thing. We do this for fun, and shits and grants. But dude, I can't thank you enough for taking the time. I listened to your show today. Thank you for the plug at the end. Thank you so much. That you didn't have to do that, but me and Jenna listen to your whole show. We do, and to come back on a couple hours after you got up there and you had to get dinner in. Now you're getting your head right and doing everything. But dude, to actually come in here and do this for us, I cannot thank you out of the bottom of my heart enough, Mike. I thank you so much for being.
Thank you, man. Of course, I appreciate it. Easy, no problem.
And it's we have this thing about the cross promotion too, there, Pool Doc, because we we have this little community and people want to create some drama and say, oh, you guys are competing against each other and stuff like that. We support all of the people that are part of our little family of internet goons and everything. So we also appreciate that. So hopefully, even just like, hey, if you grab even just a couple more listeners from coming on here, that's great for us. Cool. This is fantastic. We really appreciate it.
Of course, guys. Of course.
This is the mayor of sports in Austin and San Antonio. And if you're from Austin or San Antonio, you understand the magnitude of having this dude on this show. So I cannot thank you, Mike, enough.
Homie.
I hope the rest of your evening is wonderful and
thank you, man.
and in solace. And I hope you just have a beautiful evening this evening. But Steve, Steve, he's the biggest talker of the group. Steve, do you have anything to say to the mayor? You know who
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me talk?
Yeah.
Okay. No, because I had to switch over to my phone because my computer died now. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong. So yeah, I have a couple things to say.
Okay.
First off, I don't know if Pollock probably didn't tell you, but right above his head is a picture of him and the future Lakers owner that he took about 10 years ago. You want to show him that, Pollock?
Oh yeah, it's covering my
it's Jay Moore. Lakers, he's engaged to Jeannie Buss.
Oh, look at that shit. That guy. That guy busted my ass on his show one time. He called me out on his radio show because.
Did he?
Yeah, well, because he. I think I said something stupid. So he had said something on his show one day because he used to have a show on Clear Channel. It was on before me. Mm-hmm. And I think he said something I didn't agree with, and it took off, and a bunch of listeners nominated him for the douchebag of the year one year. Because every year on the radio show, we crowned the biggest D-bag of the year, and the listeners nominated Jay Moore. And I just rolled with it. He found out that he was nominated for D-bag of the year and called my ass out on his show, which I appreciated. And then when he was in town later that year, when he was in town, he did a stand-up gig at the Majestic, and he busted my ass during the stand-up, which was awesome. And yes, I had no idea it was banging Jeannie Buss. No clue, man. Now they're going to get married.
Oh, yeah.
Good for that dude. Good for him.
And then my second point was, I'm just assuming, are you a Texas Rangers fan?
I used to be. It's hard.
Okay, more Astros now.
Yeah,
I was just going to say, they can keep signing as many pitchers as they want. It's not going to matter. Astros still better. So
I'm out in San Antonio, and for every Rangers fan, there's 100 Astros fans.
That's good to hear.
I grew up a Rangers fan, because I'm from Fort Worth, but now I live in San Antonio now all these years. Astros, man. My show's about winners. It ain't about losers, and the Rangers are losers.
That's right. Good. All right, that's all I had.
All right, cool.
Thanks for being on the show, brother. And I do listen to you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Anytime, hit me up.
Mike, when I told when I talked to Steven Hedstrom, these are my partners in crime. Obviously, I forgot to introduce you to them, and I apologize for that. But I've known these guys forever.
That was good content, Pool Doc. Never mind.
Yeah, thank you. I've broken bread. We know their family, whatever. But when I told Steve that there was a potential you coming on, he's like, "You mean the mayor?" Right there, I knew he knew who he was. You know, I said, if you know he's the
Yeah, I
mayor,
know.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
but
it.
if everybody they're asking what is Mike's what is Mike's yes we're gonna run him. What is Mike's Twitter? Taylor is the Haunted Horse has it right at Mike Taylor Show. Everybody at Mike Taylor Show.
That's it.
All right, what we do to every guest, even though they are of extreme importance, like you are, sir, if they all get run, all right, and these guys do it as part of our show.
Let's go.
On behalf of
I can't.
Stucknut, on behalf of
It's all Hedstrom.
we can get it done. On behalf of Stucknut Radios, myself, Hedstrom Bacon, and Stucknut Steve. Mike, thank you so much. Enjoy your evening. We appreciate this mucho, my brother. Thank you. Late.
See you, man. Thank you, boys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
Later.
David Hedstrom doesn't know he has to kick you off now too.
No, he
there you
didn't.
go.
Now he's late, Mike. All right,
No,
that was
he's still
Mike Taylor, the mayor of sports. Yeah, I know that sucks that they have to run him, man.
I was gonna let him take himself out there because yeah, that's all good.
Genie Bus
you don't
in
know
Playboy
how.
years back was pretty nice. Nice. Yeah, Mike is good people, man. I mean, he has a lot of shit going on. He did not have to do that. I
Yeah.
had a whole bunch of questions for him. I apologize for not getting to him.
Well, I was
Let
gonna,
the man talk.
I was gonna get 2 seconds in there, so I had
Let the man-
I
had
had
some
my
patience
mind
for doing
my
that.
mind was my mind was racing because I had some questions about. I wanted to ask him like maybe, you know, if he say he didn't get that opportunity that he had at the sports radio show. I think he said was it ESPN? He said.
Yes.
Like
Dallas.
would he have done maybe college radio? Would he have done something like that and tried that?
Well, you need to
route?
call in the hit show and ask him.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. So I'll have to do that. And the other thing was like, you know, to have an opportunity. Now Texas, obviously big state, but to have an opportunity and not have to move that far, not have to move out of state, because I hear these stories about these people that are, you know, have worked in Detroit radio, have worked in other radio, and they move all over the country, you know, chasing their dream of being on the radio. But of course, most of them are the music jocks, right? They're not the sports guys, but just a fantastic story. I love it.
He's a good person. Hey, by the way, Mike Taylor was brought to you by TrickedSticks.com. Do you like movies?
I love movies, Bulldog. Tell me more.
Do you like sports?
I love sports. Tell me more.
Do you like being able to watch any pay-per-view that's out there?
No, but
Like-
go ahead. 2 for
Yeah,
3 is
just
not
in
bad.
case.
2 for
MMA.
3. Yeah,
MMA.
MMA. There you
Yeah,
go. Yeah.
okay.
That's
Well,
a sport.
And I recommend TrickSticks.com. Darren and Kuna, you go down to TrickSticks.com. TrickSticks.com. He's our proud sponsor. He sent me this. It comes with cords. TrickSticks.com was if you like movies and shit like that.
What was that
go there.
again?
Yeah,
What?
let's we're gonna go back. We're gonna grab that one. We're gonna grab that
What'd I
soundbite.
say?
If we're gonna, yeah.
What'd I say?
I-
We
I
need to
didn't
fix
remember-
that one in post.
yeah. Well,
What-
yeah. We're gonna fix that one in post. Okay. Yeah.
What did I say? I don't even know what I said. TrickSticks.com.
I mean, well, you said .com, but that's okay.
Yeah. All right. 480 is not the number to call.
Hey, Bulldog.
Yo.
Now that I have like a working microphone and all that, when is his YouTube show? Can you plug like what day it is and all that good stuff?
Wednesday at 9 o'clock. 8. You go to
No,
the easiest.
That's like right
easiest way-
now.
Yes, but he also does a Cowboys React show. So that's going to be tomorrow because we play tomorrow. So he wasn't doing one tonight. That's why we had him on tonight. But he'll be on next Wednesday. Just go to Mike Taylor Live on YouTube and just subscribe like I do, and it pops up just like the show. Everybody else, but yeah, Mike's that show is real laid back. You know, his radio show is one thing, but this is a lot. Like he said, he's trying to build his brand.
I watched a couple of weeks ago when he had some guy named George on.
Yeah.
And don't worry, I went and smashed that like button and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, kid. Yeah, if you look at the ratings, like he had the mayor, the actual mayor, Ron, our mayor of San Antonio. He had the what's his face is the ball player, what's his name from the Rangers? He used to play for the Rangers.
Tony Parker,
the pitcher. But anyway, he's got some huge guests on.
Kenny Rogers.
No, Clemens or one of those. Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Clemens.
Yeah, Nolan Ryan. He's got those guys, you know, and then he has me.
Could have said
You know?
Astros, but okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And then he had me, so I don't know. I was on there. I rocked it with them. It was pretty good. Y'all go check it out.
That's
It's
good.
Mike
Yeah,
Taylor live on YouTube.
Tyler's saying plug the 12x12. What more do you
Yeah.
want?
Oh, he wants to do it, Tyler. So we could just let me know when
What
we're
more do you
get
want?
done.
What do you want us to do, Tyler? Do we send them to you? Do we send?
Yeah.
But I tell you
what, man.
that was pretty impressive what GBW did last week. He was 12 hard shell tacos and he did 12 Coors Banquet. Yeah, he did.
The banquets.
He did the banquets. He didn't do Coors Light.
Whoa.
He didn't do Coors Light. He did the banquets. Okay, and then right after that, I've got video. I'll send you the video if you want. He said I could send you the video. I mashed up the all of the posts that he made on Marco Polo. If you people don't know what Marco Polo is, it's a video chat app, and we got a group of 10 people in there, and we all saw it. He did it, and if you don't believe me, go fuck yourself. That's one of our little sayings in there. But anyways, if he did it, and what do I have to gain?
Cool chat room.
What do I have to gain by making something like this up? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The dude did it. Okay, and afterwards, he made himself a sandwich.
What?
And he was still hungry, and he made himself a sandwich right after. It was incredible.
Why don't you go make me a sandwich?
Yeah, make me a sandwich.
Hey, Trefan posted. Go ahead. Where do you want to go?
I'm going to go to Maria's and do the challenge there.
Yeah. Hey, Trefan posted the.
We're almost
the
there.
Radio
8 minutes.
Rattlesnakes, Cokes, and Sex.
Thank you very much for posting that.
Yeah, he posted out there.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, yeah. Don't forget trick sticks, man. I'm gonna try my shit tonight, Darren, and I'll have a lot more to say about this bad boy when we come back around on the flip side next month.
That's right.
It's so cool. Like,
can you? And now nobody needs to know the details, but we were going to do a show tomorrow, but it was a scheduling conflict, so we got the show in. It's the holidays, it is what it is. We're always going to get shit for last Thursday of the month.
Today's not Thursday.
Is it really that? No, it could be.
Whoa, it's not Thursday.
It's Thursday somewhere. I mean,
that.
shit. It's let's see, it's Thursday in Europe right now. So
nice.
It is, but you don't need to know the details. But we put a show together. We'll catch shit for not doing a show in December. We'll catch shit for doing a show on a Wednesday. We don't care.
You know what I haven't done yet?
What's that?
I totally forgot. I need to start the Nutties polls.
Yeah. Oh, good call.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Is that January?
Yeah, I hadn't started the
Yeah,
nominations.
it's a January thing. Yeah. Okay. Good call.
Yeah,
Good call. Oh, that
But
was on us. We should have
the polls going. Yeah.
We should have
Cowboys
reminded
gonna
you,
win tomorrow?
so
Absolutely.
It is what it is. And just now.
100%.
Now that we've had Mike on and everything went fine and all the rest of it, as far as me going a little bit nasty on the people regarding the sound and everything, I want to apologize to absolutely no one. Go fuck
There you go.
yourselves. Go grab
gonna
a big ass bag of dicks. Okay, the sound was fine. Thank you.
Is he really Canadian? Because Canadians are always supposed to say sorry and apologize for everything.
That's right.
The old guy challenge. CEO says he wants a challenge for old guys, and Tyler come up with 12 Maylock shots and 12 prunes. Try to make them shit.
Okay, I'm in for that.
Mike Taylor's probably used to good tech not to show garbage. Yeah, he don't give a fuck. Mike's cool. Mike's cool, man. I've gone to come to get to know the dude, and he's a pretty cool, easy cat. I know that he was cool doing this. I really appreciate that. See, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I'd be dead that tune. About hooking up with 6 hotties and 8 beers in Green Bay. There you go. CEO, is that breaking news? We can't get involved in that. No. We're not going to get involved in that. But
I
8 beers, that's it?
Another challenge.
Talk to me.
I got a new challenge, and I put it out in the chat earlier. I want to keep letting my hair grow.
Okay.
And maybe by March or April, y'all are all gonna I don't know how y'all gonna do it, but y'all are all gonna come up with $1,000. Send it to me, all right? And I'm gonna keep that money, and I'm gonna get a Nick from 8 is Enough haircut, like one of those old bowl cuts.
The bowl cut, yeah.
And I'll rock it for a month.
For $1,000?
But you have to send me $1,000 to do. Yeah, just $1,000.
Well, I tell you what,
because I had that haircut when I was a kid anyway.
If we pimping up fire sticks, we can get it done for you. So everybody go out there and get you a trickstick.com. All right. So we're getting close to the end of this bad boy. We are scheduled to do our nutties, our Nutties annual Nutties program in January.
That
And
only
Steve
takes
will
up
be-
like 5 minutes of the show. Yeah.
Yeah, that's quick.
Hang on, let me check my schedule while we're on the air. No, I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm not
Oh,
going
you
away
good?
until
You're plenty good?
I'm not going away till
Are
February.
you sure you're not going to be in Rome?
Nope. Actually, we have friends that are in Rome
Cool.
right now. We won't be going back to Rome
Disneyland?
for a while. Actually,
now I'm worried about February.
Truth,
Where are you gonna
truth be
when are
told,
you
well,
off
no,
in
February we're doing the Cozumel dive trip. It's just the standard, But my wife needs some pretty major knee surgery in March, so we actually had to
My
cancel.
wife.
Yeah, my wife. So we had to cancel a trip. So I don't think we're not going to be doing much traveling this year. So yeah, y'all can go fuck yourselves regarding that too.
Hey,
There he goes again.
Man,
Ding.
he's a pissed off mood. Hey, yeah, we just ding his ass. Hey, so Hedstrom, if your wife is she going to be in good enough shape for if you have to maybe go do a little Stucknut radio, little couple of day venture? Is that maybe be happening in April or May or so, or is she going to be that bad off? I mean,
yeah, let's see. She's April might be pushing it. May I could probably pull it off. So
May sounds good. Let's work on something. I think Midwest in May. That's going to be the new slogan.
But there's
Midwest
no
in
football
May,
then,
buddy.
Bulldog. There's no football.
What?
There's no football.
We don't need football.
All right.
We can go look at. I want to go check out Lambeau Stadium.
Because initially you were thinking March, and I'm thinking, no, you're still in.
You'd rather go to Lambeau Stadium than go back to LA again in the summer?
No, I don't care where we go. Let's go to LA. I don't care. Tell me where to book, and we'll book it. Smack off your May or
We
June.
just have to make sure that we get to the Lorelei. That's all, right?
That's what I want to do. I want to go check out the
exactly.
Lorelei.
Dave's not here.
I really, really want to go check that out. Man, we are approaching that point in time where we're down to a couple of minutes here. Once again, I want to thank tricksticks.com, Darren and Kuna, his side hustle, well packaged, very professionally done.
Darren is well
Got here
packaged. How do you know this?
I know. I don't know about that, but I know
All
the
right.
package he sent me was
All
very
right.
well done.
Oh, okay.
With
he
wires.
He sent you a package?
Yes, he sent me a package with wires, Hedstrom.
The
with
the
cords.
screensaver on those Fire Sticks is his package.
It's his package. So
Carry on.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 4K too, Hedstrom. It's a 4K Amazon Fire Stick too. It's nothing but the best.
Stop it.
For trickedsticks.com. I am
There
the
you
pimp
go. All
in the
right.
box, man. You got Smack Up Party in Green Bay. You better show up, CEO. All right. People love his package. All right. It looks like we're headed towards the end of this baby here. On behalf of Stucknut Radio, man, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. We got 2 minutes. We have no drop down music to get out of here, or are we just gonna?
Oh, it's
roll out of
playing.
here? Yeah, I can't hear it. My bad. On behalf of Steve at Stucknut, y'all follow him. He's got 1 billion followers.
Stay on that mic, Bulldog.
On behalf of Hedstrom Bacon, you got 500 million followers, and me, I'm Pullock at Pullock1 on Twitter. I just want to hope you guys have a prosperous and healthy month, and we will see you guys on the flip side. This is Stucknut Radio. Thank you, Mike.